explain, right? When two people are in a relationship where we are understanding what we're doing, and this is something that we've discussed, right? We didn't just start doing this, but we had a conversation and we've discussed this, and outside of just the words, the actions are matching, that we are in something that we're both taking serious. Listen to the words that's coming out of my mouth before I start talking about this other stuff, right? Listen to the words before I get into this other stuff, because other stuff gonna trigger the fuck out of y'all. This part is the light work, right? There is a difference in the other stuff I'm about to talk about in situations where me and so, we fuck with each other, right? Regardless of what y'all understand our title to be. He know I fuck with him. I know he fuck with me. We be fucking unprotected, having sex, getting intimate, doing our thing, and we understand the risk we take it because we don't be putting on condoms. And we've had conversations about what if this occurs. And then as we have these conversations, watch this, because this is the part y'all leave off, right? As we have conversations about this, I'm not just listening to what the nigga telling me, his lifestyle and the things he got going on, and his character matches up with what he's telling me he would do if I end up pregnant or if we end up in certain scenarios off of our unprotected sex. And as the man, likewise, I ain't just talking to this bitch about if she gonna be a good mom or if she would ever keep my kids from me, right? I'm looking at her character behind these words as I deal with her while we fucking unprotected. Do her actions, her behavior match? Most of y'all did not do that. You're out of that category. So let's talk about the categories that y'all kids was actually born in, right? And notice I didn't even put marriage on it or not, right? I'm a firm believer in marry before you carry. I wish someone had told me that when I was in my young adult years, under 22, 23 years old, right? Just out here experiencing sex and things like that, right? I'm a firm believer in marry before you carry. But even if you're in a marriage, you got some people that are in a marriage that ain't a real marriage, and you got some people that are. What the difference is exactly what I was just talking about. Both parties understanding what they're in and they're behaving as such, even during the points where they make mistakes and not. Because y'all think that a good man or a good woman falls under a person just being perfect, right? But nonetheless, most of y'all don't fall in this category. So let's go over to the categories that you do fall in, right? Most of y'all talking to somebody, most of it is through digital communication. You link up, y'all done fucked a few times, you ended up pregnant. Most of y'all was in a toxic relationship. You're going back and forth, makeups, breakups. You fuck around and get pregnant, right? Keep the baby. A lot of y'all was side pieces to somebody that's dealing with somebody else, right? A lot of y'all was in situations where it wasn't no side piece. You just, it's really an open relationship, but that ain't what you calling it, but that's what it is because he fucking the girl across town and you was fucking on him too. And a lot of y'all was in situations where you want to make a bitch mad, so you started fucking on this dude knowing that she fucking on him too, and then you got pregnant and you kept the baby because it was gonna make her feel some type of way. A lot of y'all dudes, you conceived the baby or you got your baby mama from fucking with another nigga bitch that you had beef with, or a lot of y'all, you was around here in a space where you was one of them hobosexuals. You didn't have your basics together, and so this bitch was low self-esteem, willing to put on and give anything to have a man, so she let you move in with her and the kids she already got, or if she ain't had none, she allowed you to move in, fronting the bill for you, letting you use her car, buying stuff, and because of that, you was more comfortable dicking her down raw, and that's how you conceived your child. It's a lot of y'all was in relationships where it is agreed upon that we go together, but neither one of us ever have any real conversations, nor do we check to see if our character matches the shit we be saying. So we just in a relationship telling each other anything, and then this is how, you know, the unprotected sex keep going. We end up having a child and we don't see eye to eye on shit. It's a lot of y'all, you was running from your caregivers, meaning you was trying to get out your mama house. This nigga was willing to like fuck with you. He was giving you money. It was allowing you to be away from home, show up with certain stuff in front of your family, which made you feel accomplished, which made them look like they was wrong about you being the black sheep of the family or whatever it have you. And that's how you got pregnant from that nigga. A lot of y'all, you was molested, right, in your household as a child. And because you was violated, your parent or your, you know, whoever your caregiver was didn't take up for you. It made you hypersexual. So at a young age, you was fucking raw with people that you barely even talked to. It was just about the sex, and you ended up with a child while you were a child, right? It's a lot of y'all, you in situations where you had sex, you understood the responsibility, you done had an abortion or two before, but it's this one situation with this nigga that you trying to prove a point out of spite, and that is why you kept the baby and you are his baby mama. It's a lot of y'all niggas, you went and got another bitch pregnant to make the bitch mad that you really want to be with. This was the only thing to get her attention because you hadn't lied and cheated so much, she stopped even being stunting your ass. The stuff you putting on social media or you calling her phone phone or showing up didn't work. So now you went and fucked another bitch, fucking raw, really trying to lock in with another hoe to make the bitch you want to be with for real mad. And now you end up getting that girl pregnant. She ain't really nobody to you. Y'all don't see eye to eye. You don't really know her. And now that's your baby mama and you trying to raise a child with her and it's not going well. A lot of y'all children were not born out of love. And if you're not willing to be honest about this at first, you're going to set yourself up every time to believe that you're a victim when you're not. So you lying to yourself. And remember, Love Dorsey always tell y'all the worst lies is the ones you tell your motherfucking self. Just breathe, take that in, because I got a lot more to say. It ain't a lot going on. This is what the fuck be going on. Y'all just used to people getting on the internet and believing y'all sob story instead of getting to the root. Most of us was fucking and fucking raw with somebody that we was not on the same page with. We were not equally yoked. We were not worried about the right shit. Just letting it sink in. This is the real situations in which y'all children were birthed. And so when you birth children in situations like this, you cannot take the traditional concept of what a man's supposed to step up and do, how a woman is supposed to behave, and try to apply it to the outcome of your whorish behaviors on both genders, not just one. Y'all want to take what grandma sacrificed and stuck around with and apply it to this bullshit. Y'all want to take what granddaddy stepped up and bared the responsibility for and apply it to this bullshit. It don't go like that. Y'all on that love and hip hop shit where y'all have a baby with a married man and then show up saying, I want my son to be treated the same way the other kids is going to be treated. Bitch, are you dumb? Y'all want to step out on your family, have a baby on the side, and you want everybody to be quiet about it and not hold you accountable for your reputation, for what your actions fucking created. That don't go right now in this culture. It is. Most of these kids is born from a fucking tragedy. The child itself is a blessing. The situation in which the child was born from, a fucking tragedy. It's like when Tupac said a rose that grew from concrete, the baby was born from some hard ass bullshit. Can it bloom into a flower? Yes. But y'all ain't willing to even be honest about what the fuck the flower need to grow. Everybody lying to their motherfucking selves. Hoes walking around saying every nigga is a deadbeat when they ain't. Niggas walking around acting like a bitch did something to them when, sir, you're in control of what you squirt off in. You do have control over your own dick. But guess what?